So, all week long on the promotion, and of course at the top of this show you're going to be seeing a great tag match. Stan and Steve, the fabulous ones, going against Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey, the Midnight Express. Let's go to the ring for the action. Steve ends up with an arm bar on Eaton down on the deck. We also harken back to the time when Bobby Eaton was wrestling with Coco Ware. Brother, what a tag team they were. And when Dennis Condrey was pairing with Big Phil Hickerson, they held some titles, I mean to tell you they did. Steve hanging on. Very strong, Kern is. Oh, boy. You could hear that shoulder pop when he rolled that one around. Bob Eaton fires him off. Shoulder almost put him down. That one did. Eaton met him with a knee, Kern down, and he misses the elbow. Steve snaps the arm, rolls him over and down. Jimmy, please watch the tennis racket in here. The only left hand we've got. As Cornette making a general complaint. He did something wrong, and you know it. For whatever it was, and it wasn't. Cornette's going to square off with Steve Kern as Stan Lane holds the hammerlock. Got a leg also grapevined on Bobby Eaton. Eaton trying to work one out of the hole, too, over to the corner to tag Condrey. As he rolled back over, Stan Lane hooked that arm. Eaton got out by quickly flicking those fingers right across the eyes and then drops an elbow. In the corner, Dennis Condrey. Pump handle on the arm of Stan Lane. Eaton puts the arm of Lane over the top rope, continues to add punishment to it. And again, Stan being worked on by Dennis outside the rope while the referee is over between Kern and Bobby Eaton. Bobby bars the arm right at the shoulder, wraps it around the rope. The referee says, take him off the ropes. Eaton. This time, Stan Lane puts the arm of Bobby Eaton over, and Dennis Condrey really working it over on the pump handle. He's got his own partner, and Cornette says, hold it, hold it. Dennis Condrey about to take the arm of his partner, Bobby Eaton, off. Thought he had a hold of Stan Lane. Jimmy Cornette chastising Dennis Condrey. Cornette feels like he owns this tag team. He paid enough money for them.
I tell you, but did you see what he was doing to Dennis Condrey? He was right in his face. Condrey made a mistake, no doubt about it. Cornette all over it. Apparently they've made up now, Lance. I don't know.
Yes, they have. Cornette, he says, I write the checks, I run the show. Stan Lane back in there with Bobby Eaton. Steve over in the corner. There's the tag, and here comes Kern. Caught from behind is Eaton. Big monkey flip. up, and Eaton dumped over and down. Center of the ring, takes an elbow from Kern. As Condrey pounds away on Kern again, Eaton has Steve's leg took. Oh! Condrey ends up monkey flipping his own partner, and Steve Kern is there to mop up. Boy, when you got friends like that, who needs enemies? Cornette again, reading the riot act to Bobby Eaton. His boys in this very important match with the Fabulous Ones have not looked as sharp as they have on some occasions. 10.5 minutes passed. We got 35 minutes to wrestle. And Bobby Eaton grabs the foot of Steve Kern immediately. You see how quick Dennis Condrey took advantage of that?
Real quick. They're a devastating tag team off the ropes onto Steve Kern. Now the Midnight Express for the first time in control, Lance, and they can hurt you double quick.
We used to say, Randy, a lot that Eaton was one of the best finishers that we had ever seen in wrestling. This guy gets you hurt, brother. He usually finishes you.
That's right. He's like Lawler. Slow starter, fast finisher, and he can hurt you in a second. Out of the ring, and here comes Eaton, and here comes Stan Lane. Better be ready to move, Lance.
We are that, but Stan is over here to be sure his partner isn't nailed from behind by one of the Midnight Express. Steve back under the bottom rope, puts a foot, can't slow Condrey down, who goes for a chokehold. The referee slows him down, though. Starts the disqualification count. And now Bobby Eaton as Jimmy Cornette with that tennis racket buried the handle right under the chin of Steve Kern. Stan coming over again to help his partner. Stan complaining, of course, that Jesse Allen, who was over at another part of the ring, was not looking when Cornette socked that tennis racket into the throat of Steve Kern. Eaton takes a tag, and here he comes. Oh, look at him. Boy, he nailed him, went right to work on that throat, wrestles him into the turnbuckles, and Eaton right back again. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. I'm not telling you everything he does is legal by a long shot. I'm just saying he has that killer instinct, and he really is going after Kern, while Cornette's doing his best to distract the folks. Cornette getting ready to baseball-style Kern if he gets his head over near him. Count of 1, 2. He almost had him. Steve still with the power to kick out of that. And, shoots a right hand on Bobby Eaton. Tag on Dennis Condrey. Bobby knew it was time to give it up and turn it over to his partner. Look at Condrey go. Foot up under the chin, using the rope. Drops a knee in the midsection again and again. And the referee finally gets him to back up. 13 minutes and 30 seconds into the action. Cornette with a big smile on his face. And Condrey choke across the throat outside the ring. Eaton drops down, knee on the throat. And here comes Stan Lane. Stan getting hot because the referee is not doing his job the way he sees it. The ref with his hands very full. Steve Mule kicks back and nails Eaton. Slam from Bobby Eaton. Beautiful Bobby to the corner. Stan Lane He's shaking and baking with those ropes, and Bobby coming off, misses a big elbow. Man, he was flying for him way back. Steve rolled out of the way. Bobby Eaton missed the elbow and gets the tag as Steve pulls down the ropes and tags Stan Lane. Lane in, firing those fast feet of his. Eaton into the rope, going for a sleeper hold. Steve Kern cuts him off. Here comes Jimmy Cornette. And Stan gets going to be a disqualification, I think, for Cornette being in the ring. He did. Disqualification win for the Fabulous Ones at 15 minutes, 17 seconds. So the Fabulous Ones in this important confrontation win it, not the way they wanted to, with a pin, but they got the win by disqualification. Cornette caught in the ring, and that ended it right there. The winner is the Fab.
The piano, the most cherished and popular musical instrument of our time. The versatility and sound of this beautiful instrument has been the inspiration for the great classics in music down through the ages. Have you always wanted to play the piano but didn't have the time or the money to invest in years of lessons? Now there's a way. For the first time, you can learn to play this wonderful instrument. Yes, Showtime Productions presents Piano Video. Your video teacher enables you to learn to play the piano in the privacy of your own home. You can learn to play at your very own pace. Just think, now you can play the piano by this quick, easy method of study. Just stop the tape and review the easy lessons of Piano Video. Repeat the instructions as you go. You'll be playing in no time. Forget the hassle of getting your children to their weekly piano lessons. Forget the expense of a teacher and those never-ending costs of music books and instructional material. With Piano Video, you can keep the kids at home, and they'll love the convenience of watching the piano video over and over again, all in the privacy of their own room. No more waiting till next week to find out what the teacher said. Just review Piano Video until you've got it. Piano Video makes a wonderful gift for everyone from first grader to grandmother. The Piano Video instructional course lasts just under an hour and comes on a standard VHS or Beta video cassette. Order Piano Video now and you may be playing in no time at all. Just think of the hundreds of dollars you'll save. Order Piano Video now. To order, call 1-800-453-2424 or send check or money order for $49.95 to Showtime Productions, Post Office Box 998, Jackson, Tennessee, 38302. Visa and MasterCard accepted. Order now. Send $49.95 plus $3 for shipping and handling to Showtime Productions, Post Office Box 998, Jackson, Tennessee, 38302. Or call 1-800-453-2424. That's 1-800-453-2424. Call now, 1-800-453-2424.
That's all the time. Another dandy day, and we'll have one again next week. Hope you'll join us then. Until that time, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
Welcome to another edition of the Jerry Lawler Show. And gosh, I guess this week we kind of got welcomed to winter, too. It's awful cold outside. A good morning for you to stay inside and watch the show because it is going to be good. I can guarantee you that. Isn't it, Bob? It's going to be good. He guarantees it. I'll tell you what, we got Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton, the Fantastics, are going to be right here in our one-on-one segment today. I know we had them last week in viewer mail, but we got them live and direct on the show today. And also we're going to hear from Tom Pritchard and Pat Rose, who are calling themselves the Heavenly Bodies, and their valet, Sherry Martell. And another guest that I've been really anxious to have on the show, been wanting to have him back for a long, long time, referee Jerry Calhoun is going to be here today. I've been wanting to have him, really. And he's going to be here, and we're going to talk to him a little bit later. Also, we're going to give you one more chance to get a hold of that Lords of the Ring video before Christmas. And plus, Ron Olson's going to come by and tell us about all the action that's going to be taking place down at the Coliseum tomorrow night. So it's going to be a good show. You stay with us. We'll be right back with it after these words.
Monday night, December 16th, it's the 22nd annual Mile of Dime show at the Vapors Club, 1743 East Brooks Road. The show stars and salutes Jerry Lee Lewis, celebrating 30 years in show business. You'll also see Charlie Rich, Bill Medley of the Righteous Brothers, the R.T. Scott Band, Lou Roberts, and Billy Joe Royal. Don't miss the giant auction with many valuable items. That's the Mile of Dime show, Monday night, December 16th, from 7 to 12 p.m. at the Vapors Club, co-sponsored by Best Country WMC 79.
Happy holidays from Performance Toyota. Season to get a super year-end clearance deal on a 1986 Toyota car or truck at Performance Toyota. We've got over 200 new units available, so we're offering end-of-year savings on every new Toyota car and truck in stock. If you're looking for top quality, big selection, low price, and easy financing, you'll find it all right here at Performance Toyota. Count on it.
Performance Toyota.
Okie doke. Before we get into the next action, we have something of such significance. We wanted to take this opportunity right at the beginning of this program as our special time today. It has to do with the big main event coming up down at the Mid-South Coliseum tonight. And remember that it's not Monday night, it's tonight. And believe me, you are going to want to be there if you're not familiar with what the main event is going to be.
Well, before I get into that, Lance Russell, my little old friend, the Maharishi, Coco Ware, I know how you and all you kind think, Jack. He put a little hoobie-dooby spell on you. He got Coco's head, but Coco don't know it yet. So all the Guru going to do, brother, is walk to the ring, Jack. And Coco, you just going to lay down and quit because he got him under a spell. But Coco don't know that yet.
Okay, Billy, you're talking about head and hair. I want to say that tonight the main event is going to be Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee for the Southern Heavyweight title.
Tell him the stipulation.
I'm going to tell him the stipulation because I can see you're really proud of it. Of all the people, the stipulation calls for Jerry Lawler's wife Paula's hair to be at stake. And of all the people who knows what it is to have a wife who's gone through something, I can't imagine you putting somebody else under the same circumstance.
How do you think I got the idea, Lance Russell? I had to wake up one morning, and some of you may laugh, but it ain't a bloody laughing matter when it happens to you, Daddy, and it ain't going to be a laughing matter to you in the morning, Lawler, when you look over to that pillar, Jack, and there's a bald-headed woman sitting there, because mine went to the ring, her hair down to here, and when she come back, it was this short. Courtesy of you, Jerry Lawler. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Every morning you wake up and you look at that for about 6 months, because that's how long it takes to grow back. And sometimes you wonder if the woman's going to stay with you. Well, mine was lucky. It stayed, Jack. You're right. We went through the thick and thin, but you got to go through it, Daddy, and you don't know what it is. Oh, it all sounds great talking about it, Lancer, but when it happens to you, because I never thought I was going to lose the match either. I thought I was going to whoop you, Lawler, and you beat me. So my hat was off to you. That's fine. You did it. But you're not going to do it tonight, Daddy. You're going to go home with a bald-headed woman, I promise you. Because I don't care what I got to do to you, Lawler. I'm just going to beat you.
We had the opportunity a little earlier to talk to Paula about this situation. I'd like for you to take a listen to this. I know you'll thrill to this, Bill.
Let me quickly tell you that I am sitting here with Paula Lawler, Jerry's lovely wife, and the situation that's coming up tonight in the championship match is a whole lot more than just belts and so forth, the win and lose for Paula. Paula's hair is on the line tonight. Jerry Lawler will wrestle Bill Dundee for the Southern Heavyweight title. And if Jerry wins, he gets the Southern Heavyweight title. If Bill Dundee wins, Bill Dundee keeps the title, and Paula Lawler's hair will not be trimmed. It will be shaved off. And that is the stipulation. All of this came about, and I think it's pretty indicative of the vindictive nature of Bill Dundee. Because years ago, when Jerry had the title and Bill Dundee wanted a title match, and what happened was there was a match that was held that Bill Dundee's wife, Beverly, had to put her hair up in order for Dundee to get it. And Dundee lost the match, and Beverly had her hair shaved off right there in the Mid-South Coliseum. Dundee, vindictive, said, Eddie Marlin, that is the only stipulation that I'm going to give Jerry Lawler a crack at this Southern heavyweight title, is if Paula Lawler's hair is up, if Lawler gets beat. Now, that information came home to you, Paula, and that had to be kind of a shocking situation when you found out.
Yes. I was very hesitant about doing it because I realized what happened to Beverly, that she had her head shaved.
Yes, she did.
And it made me nervous, and I'm nervous about it right now, but I have confidence in Jerry. I know that he will win. He's been on many times, and I know he'll...
Well, the thing that I wonder, and we've talked about a little bit before, and this is being honest about the situation, this has not been the world's greatest year for Jerry. Not in the sense that he's lost a lot of matches, but he has not obtained the thing that he wanted, and that was the world heavyweight title match with Ric Flair, and he wanted the title. And he talked about retiring. He now has said, thank goodness, that he's going to continue to wrestle. And so this is a very important match for him, because the guy that's got the Southern heavyweight belt is the guy that's in line for the world heavyweight title shot. And so it is a very important thing for him.
Yes, it is.
And I know that you are aware of the fact you just mentioned that in the previous match where Beverly Dundee had her hair up, she lost her hair.
Yes.
That's right, you're aware of that, Paula.
I am.
Well, I have a lot of confidence in Jerry, too, and that lovely hair, I sure, Sam Hill, hope that everything comes all right.
Hey, brother, Hank Williams Jr. wrote a song, Lawler, and you better go home and play it, Jack. It was called The Pressure Is On, and you don't know what the pressure is, Daddy, but you're going to find out tonight. Because I was just like you. I said, it'll never happen. I told my old lady, I said, I promise you, darling, it's never going to happen to you. He ain't going to shave your head. Well, you made a liar out of me, Daddy, because she had to sit right there with 10,000 people looking on, and that old barber, bless his heart, he died now going to the big barber shop in the sky. He went in there and he cut it. Well, tonight, Lawler, somebody's going to crawl in that ring, and they're going to shave Paula Lawler. Can't even see how excited I am. That's hard to say, Paula Lawler. Going to shave her head, Jack, and I promise you, Lawler, because I'm the guy that started you on your downhill slide. I'm the one that knocked you out of the world title match. Bill Dundee's on top of the hill, and he's staying there, because I got a lot of friends in this business. No time limit, no disqualification, right? Anything can happen, Lawler, but the main thing it is going to happen is they're going to shave her head.
Well, it's no laughing matter. You're having a big joke about the thing,
Oh,
and
no,
you're
I ain't having no joke, because this is serious, brother. My belt's on the line. That's a serious thing for me, because I'm negotiating another match with Ric Flair right now. So I got to keep the belt. But the thing that I want to do to you, Lawler, is pay you back. And that's what you done to me, Jack. It says it in the good book. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, and it's going to be hair for hair, and she's bald.
That's the way it goes tonight at the Coliseum. Timeout. We'll be back in a moment. Cavalry action will be taking place starting at 8 o'clock. They will be going against the Sheepherders in a most unusual match. In the bout that will be going tonight, and after having an impressive win over the Sheepherders, they ended up with a victory over you guys, and I know you're not crying about it. I just got to add that it had that Sheepherder touch where everybody's involved. But tonight's match is one where if you win, the Sheepherders are going to have to do the Pledge of Allegiance, but if they win, you guys are going to have to sing their marching song, Waltzing Matilda.
Well, you know, Mr. Russell, I want to say something right now to all you people out here. We want to thank you for your support that you have given the Fantastics, and we appreciate it dearly. But I want to say one thing right now to you, Jonathan Boyd. When you come in that ring tonight, brother, you better be thinking about one thing, and that's learning the Pledge of Allegiance, because let me tell you right now, and I guarantee this, and this is a promise from the Fantastics to the Sheepherders, you guys are going to be the ones saying the Pledge of Allegiance, because there's no way we're going to say that stupid song, Waltzing Matilda, brother.
I think you feel the same way, Tommy.
That's right. Ever since Bobby and myself, the Fantastics, come into this area, we've been against the Sheepherders, and they've been a tough team. Can't take nothing away from them, because we're one up, we're even up. So we figured all the people come up and said, how do you get them Sheepherders from singing that stupid song on this TV? So we figured we'll come up, we'll go to Eddie Marlin, we'll sign a match. Then we'll get a match. They'll either sing, they'll sing Waltzing Matilda or the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America, because we're Americans. We love America. We're out here. We're proud to be Americans. And let me tell you something. I know they're going to hate to sing that song, United States of America, because I know how they feel about the United States of America, because that's how we feel about their country.
Okay, well, we're looking for an excellent bout tonight. Both of you know that you better keep your eyes open because they'll pull anything, and with that Boyd outside.
I'll tell you, those Sheepherders are the most dirtiest, despicable wrestlers we've ever seen. You know, Mr. Russell, we've been all across the country. It don't matter where it is, but let me tell you right now, this is the toughest place to be right now, right here in this area, and the Sheepherders are one of the toughest teams in the country. Sheepherders, bring it on, because all them great people saying, USA, USA, we're going to all hear you say the Pledge of Allegiance. Come tonight, brother, you be there, Sheepherders, because we're going to be there fired up.
Sounds good to me. Okay, Tommy and Bobby, the fantastic, a couple of super guys, and interesting, maybe you learn the national anthem between now and tonight.
You know what? You know what's funny? I've been out here watching. You know, Jerry Lawler, I am going to be sitting ringside to see your wife's hair shaved off in the center, because there's no way that Billy Dundee's going to lose. And fantastic. Let me tell you something, you young Yankee upstarts. You've come in this area, you've had a couple of wins, and what do you think you are? You think you're God's gift to women. Well, let's tell you what we are. We're God's gift to this flag. And we don't pledge allegiance to nothing else but our flag, New Zealand, the Warlord, and the Sheepherders. It'll be a dark day in hell when I get in that center of the ring and I pledge allegiance to your bloody flag. Look, you know what? It's been a laugh for me to go out there and have Boba and have my cousin Rick Morgan get in there and just go out there and beat their brains in. I have not once told them to win yet. I said, let them know. Let them know what the Sheepherders are about. Go out there and spend the time and get the respect and let them hurt you, bloody fantastics. But that's not what I want to tell now. What I want now is I want to see the Fantastics singing, Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda. Okay, as he sang, as he watched, and waited to his silly boy. You come a waltzing Matilda. There's no use for you. And I will not have anybody that loses the fall. Hey, whoever loses the fall is going to pledge allegiance to your flag. This is what a bloody flag looks like. And fantastic. Take a good look at this head. Is that what you're going to look at?
Okay, if you'll see it tonight. I want to get Jerry out here. Talk about the action that's coming. You just beat Travis up, ran his head into the ring post, got him bloody in there, and it kept beating on him.
And you know why I did that? Because I'm getting me psyched for the night, Daddy. You're looking at the king of the hill, whether you people in Memphis like it or not. I come out here one time before and told y'all I was king of the hill, but it never worked. But Jerry Lawler is on a downhill slide, and it's not physical, it's mental. When you get on a downhill slide, folks, it's mental. It's just like all you people at home, all you rednecks. You get down sometimes because you got too many bills to pay. You got this to do, and all y'all think wrong. You can't make the right decisions. Well, Lawler, that's what happened to you. He couldn't beat Ric Flair, and he blamed me. You're right, it was me, because I got your belt. I'm the guy that kept you from getting the last shot at him. Now, your little wife, bless her heart, I'm taking nothing off you, Paula. In fact, I'm going to take my hat off to you, because my wife did it. Because when you love somebody, Daddy, you'll do anything for him. And it's obvious you love this jerk. Well, you're going to go there with that pretty blonde hair. But when you walk back tonight, and you done signed your life away, you're going back bald-headed because you're looking at the winner. And I hate to do it to you, girl, because I know what I had to live with. But I got to get you out of my life, Lawler, because I hate your stinking guts, and I'm going to beat you, boy, and we're going to shave her hair.
Well, there you hear it from Dundee. We'll find that out tonight. 8 o'clock is the time. And that match where Paula's hair is at stake in a Southern Heavyweight Championship with no time, and it's pretty special for Jerry, too. Not just Paula, who's got her hair at stake. I know the pressure's got to be on, Jerry.
Yeah, well, let me just say this about Bill Dundee. You know, he's out here, he's shooting his mouth off as usual. He's talking about how tough he is going in a match against Billy Travis here. Yeah, you're real tough when you can throw a guy out of the ring and run his head into a ring post and then brag about how you beat him up. And sure, you're real tough when you catch Coco Ware coming through the ropes trying to help the guy. That makes you a big man. That makes you a big shot, Dundee. Well, not in my book, brother, and it doesn't make you a big shot in these people's books either. I can guarantee you that. Now, you have, as I said, shut your mouth off and told everybody how big and how bad you were ever since you've been back here for a few months. Well, it's all coming to a screeching halt tonight. You know, Lance, he's burned up about the fact that he and Dutch lost the Southern Tag belts to me and Austin Idol. Well, that little roll is just going to continue, brother. It's going to continue right in tonight because you're going to be the big loser when you have to realize that you no longer have the Southern Heavyweight Championship. Now, let me tell you how this came about, Lance. As you know, I've heard him out here talking, and I saw you, of course, you interviewed Paula and everything, but the whole truth of the matter is that I've been, ever since Dundee cost me the title right here on TV, using a chain, as everybody saw, ever since he took the belt from me, I've gone to Eddie Marlin, I've asked for rematch after rematch. And Dundee always refused. He said, sure, had to go right down to the bottom of the ladder and work my way back up into title contention. Well, let me tell you something, Dundee. You know well, brother, that I am a title contender anytime I step in the ring. And you've made me come up with every kind of stipulation. I offered money. I offered to even put the one half of the Southern Tag title up against the belt. But no, Dundee didn't want any of it. And finally, he calls Eddie Marlin when he hatches this little scheme and comes up with the plot, having my wife have to put her hair at stake. Well, let me tell you something, Dundee. It wasn't my idea to have your wife put her hair at stake the first time, brother. It was your idea. And I went in there just as I do every time I step in the ring. I give 100%. I go in there for one reason, and that's to win. I don't never go in there to do anything less, brother. And I went in there to win that match, and I won it, and your wife had her hair cut. And you've blamed me for it ever since. Well, I just want you to remember, punk, it was your idea to begin with, and now this is his idea. He called Eddie Marlin, and he says the only way that Lawler's going to get a match is if his wife puts her hair at stake, just like mine had to do. Well, I reminded Eddie Marlin, his wife didn't have to. It was Dundee's idea to begin with. And I didn't want to accept it. But as you know, Lance, and as all the fans know, and as you said, this has not been the greatest year for the King. Ever since Dundee cost me my title, he cost me the second shot at Ric Flair. He cost me the world title, as I had promised all the fans I was going to win it sometime this year. The Dundee, you're the Southern Heavyweight Champion. As far as I'm concerned, you're the worst one that's ever worn the belt, brother, because all the other champions before you have been able to put the belt on the line against any comers, any contenders, but not you, not unless there's a special stipulation, a bit like tonight's match. Well, you made the stipulation, as I said. I didn't want it. But Paula told Eddie Marlin that she had enough faith in me that she would go ahead and go through with the stipulation. Well, I don't like having my family involved in my personal business. I don't like having to have them be brought into something like this. I don't like that kind of humiliation. It's not a family affair. But you've made it that way, Dundee, for tonight's match, brother. And I can promise you this. And I can promise her that